Hello there boys and girls, and welcome back to the Pulverizers YouTube channel. Today I am bringing you another exciting episode of my series Slay Free-to-Play. So for you guys that haven't seen the previous two episodes, essentially the premise of the series is to kill a large amount of a particular monster inside of Free-to-Play, or two monsters in this episode's case, and then decide whether or not they are worth killing for profit. As you guys can tell by the title of this episode, today I'll be killing and collecting all the loot from 1,500 Ogresses, which will be broken down into 750 Ogress Shaman kills and 750 Ogress Warrior kills. Something I wanted to quickly mention before diving straight into today's episode is that I hope all of you guys had a wonderful new year. I know I did, because recently the channel hit 2,000 subscribers, which is nuts. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I honestly cannot wait to keep making content for you all in 2020. So if you haven't yet and you fancy it, make sure to hit that sub button to be notified of when I next upload. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I really hope you enjoy this one, guys. A little cheeky fact file on the two types of Ogresses. Both have the exact same HP, can max up to 8 damage on a player, and both have extremely similar to the exact same drop table. However, they do have some differences. The Ogress Shaman attacks with a magic spell that can reach up to 4 squares away, and also it is weak to range, whereas the Ogress Warrior attacks with a crush style melee hit and it is weak to stab. Both types of Ogress can be safe spotted with either a range or magic setup, but like I said, be aware that the Ogress Shaman can still hit you with its magic attack if you are within a 4 square radius. The Ogresses can be accessed after completing the free-to-play quest, the Corsair Curse, as they are located in a dungeon just northwest of the city. Once the quest has been completed, players can reach the Corsair Cove by using the travel option on cabin boy Colin, who is located on the docks just west of Rimington. I've opted to go for a melee setup during these 1,500 kills, as I have max melee stats, and also I've chosen this gear to try and maximise my magic defense bonus to try help negate the Ogress Shaman's magic spell attack. And once you've sailed to Corsair Cove, simply cross the gangplank and run northwest through the city, and then continue running west until you see a dungeon sign, where inside you'll find the Ogresses. Alright guys, so I'm just about to start my first trip of Ogress Warriors / Shamans. They're just down in this little dungeon here, and I thought I'd mention again that I am doing this on a free-to-play world, as the drop tables for the Ogresses are slightly different on members, just to give you guys a realistic expectation of what to expect if you are killing them on a free-to-play world. But yeah, let's go do it. Here is the first trip of many complete. These are actually pretty decent, and something I'll mention as well is I'm going to be picking up all the big bones just because the bank is so close, so I can just quickly run, chuck them in the bank, and then restock and run back. But the first inv is looking like, you know, nearly 20k, not too bad. That's without a rune item as well. It's actually super cool to see other players here as well. I was just having a little conversation with this guy, and he was saying it's his first day here as well, and he was like, wow, level 126. I guess I look pretty out of place here, but yeah, he's using range to kill them, so if you guys don't have the greatest melee stats, then it might be a good idea to range them instead, because they do hit fairly hard. Hey, this is the first of hopefully many rune battle axes. Okay, so I don't really know how to feel about this. I'm right around 100 kills in now, and I've already received a Shaman mask, which, if you guys didn't know, is a 1 in 1,200 drop, so yeah, I mean, it's only worth 9k, but at least it looks pretty cool, I guess. So I'm just banking from that Shaman mask trip, and I've been doing this for about an hour now, and I've already made myself close to 200k, which is pretty crazy, 105 killed in total. I know I have max melee stats, but still, that's pretty impressive for free-to-play monsters. But anyway, something I thought I'd mention now is I'm going to be trying to kill the same amount of both warriors and shamans throughout this video, just to see if there is any difference in the drop table at all. I don't think there is, but at the end, once we've completed the total, then we can see if there's any discrepancies. And just like that, as if no time has passed at all, there is the final Ogress kill. So now it's time to go to the bank, pull out absolutely everything that the Ogresses have dropped, and see how much we've made. So guys, we're going to be first starting off with all the loot that we received from the 750 Ogress Warriors that we killed, and then we're going to move on to the 750 Shaman kills after. But yeah, let's have a look. This is everything that we received, and I know that these totals are exact, as I'm using a client called RuneLight, which tracks every single item that is dropped from the monsters that you've killed. So yeah, let's have a little price check and see how much it comes to. Damn, nearly 1.5 mil. That is pretty crazy for a free-to-play monster. all these rune items alone and the bones are around a mil. That is insane, actually. So yeah, let's go see how much we've made from the shamans and then put all the loot together. And so guys, here is absolutely everything that we received from the 750 OGRESS shaman kills. It looks very, very similar to what we received from the warriors. I'm pretty sure they have the exact same drop table, but I killed the exact amount of each of them just to see if there were any disparities, but it looks like they are exactly the same. The only thing to note is from the shamans we only received 1 shaman mask, which we received 2 from the warriors, I think. But anyway, let's have a look at the price check, see how it compares. 1.389 mil, very, very similar. I think that's like 80k off what we received from the warriors. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the exact same drop table. But now let's go pull everything out of the bank and see how much we've made in total from the OGRESSes. Without further ado, guys, here is the final price check of absolutely every item that we received from the combined 1,500 OGRESS kills. It comes to right around 2.8 mil, just over, which again is absolutely insane for a pair of free-to-play monsters. This didn't take all that long at all, and yeah, I made way more than I expected to. So now for the fun part of the video, we're going to sell all of this loot and work out how much we made per hour, as well as how much each kill was worth individually. Whoops, I actually forgot to add the cash drops for the OGRESS warriors to that total, so we're going to add this extra 40k onto that. Oh man, it feels so good when the loot just sells and you don't have to wait around or put it in for like 1 GP. But yeah, we made close to 2.9 mil in total. So firstly, in order to work out how much GP per hour I made, we need to work out how long these 1,500 kills took to complete. On average, I was killing around 115 OGRESSes per hour, which includes the time I was running back and forth to the bank. So potentially, if you weren't picking up and banking absolutely everything that they dropped, you could make more. But for the sake of the video, I wanted to collect every single drop. And so 1,500 total kills divided by 115 killed per hour comes to right around 13 hours spent in total. So from that we can divide this 2,891,758 GP by 13 hours, which comes to just over 220k GP per hour, which again is really, really good for free to play. But something I want you guys to bear in mind is that this was done using a melee setup with max melee stats, which I understand most people in free to play do not have. So to help you guys work out how much you could be making per hour, let's find out how much each kill is worth on average. So then you can multiply that number by the max amount of ogresses you can kill per hour to find out your GP per hour. So 2,891,758 total GP divided by 1,500 total kills comes to an average of 1,928 GP per kill. So once again, with this number, you guys can work out roughly how much GP you'll be making per hour by multiplying it by the amount of ogresses that you can kill per hour. So say for example, you could only kill 60 ogresses per hour, you'd still be making around 115k GP per hour, which is still really, really good. But with all that said, that's going to be all from me for this episode, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this one and hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you did enjoy, please drop the video a like, it really, really helps me out. And once again, thank you guys so much for 2k subs. It is absolutely insane how fast the channel is growing, so if you haven't yet and you fancy it, make sure to hit that sub button. I honestly cannot wait to keep making content for you guys in 2020. But as always, until next time, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and I'll see you very soon.